भूखे भजन न होए Gopala. So you
Correct,
got to
correct.
got to have
You
something
have you have to make food for yourself first.
prerequisite that one should have before starting any start.
You can start your business today itself. Nothing you need to be like nothing. I started my company with zero capital.
Hello everyone and welcome to the brand new episode of GIBS. Today we have Prince with us, graduate from IIM Bangalore, class of 22-24, with a passion for management, technology and strategy. His entrepreneurial spirit drove him to found a Srmaji Store, a startup specialized in e-commerce and B2B consulting with a remarkable internship at Tata Steel, and with the noticeable achievements and recognition as one of India's top 50 most employable graduate. Prince Chennai is a testament to his blend of innovation and business acumen. So join us as we delve deep into Prince's inspiring path to pursue MBA, fueled by his entrepreneurial venture and drive for success. So I welcome you, Prince, in this episode of GIBS. And
Thank you, Anand.
can you can you please tell us about your startup journey and how you get to know about that problem and why you wanted to solve that problem actually?
Yeah. So first of all, thank you and hello everyone. You already described a lot about Prince, what it is, and how I go through the MBA and all those things. So before going to the MBA, I started a company. It was like solo proprietary. So initially I named it Srmaji Store. So like before, like in 2014, around 2014, so everybody is like, okay, we should start something. So it was not like we are solving any kind of problem. It's more about how you are executing it. So everybody has a lot of ideas in their mind. Like you just go and ask anybody. They have like 100 plus ideas. But the thing is, if they don't started execution, there is a problem. So when I was in my final year of graduation, so when I was doing BTech in tool engineering, so that time I found one of my friend doing some kind of internet thing. So he was selling on Amazon. So I asked him, bro, can we do it together? Because he already doing some kind of thing with his friends. So he gave like, no, I don't know. Means already I'm doing something, I cannot start again. So I thought, okay, I can do it alone. And then the same year, like GST, government introduced GST thing. So before, the taxation was very complex. So then I just gave a thought, okay, let's start with this thing. So I learned all about the GST from YouTube and all other stuff. I registered myself, sole proprietary. Then I started, okay. So the very first order I got in after a month, because like as a mechanical engineer, as a tool engineer, you don't know internet stuff. Then doing SEOs, selecting product, procuring them, a lot of things were there. So as a like startup, or you can say that was my first step into the startup world. Then we did a lot of things in those 3 years. First, just started the company, established the company, registered that, then procuring from, like if you are in Delhi, so you definitely know two markets, Sadar Bazaar and then other market, Karol Bagh. So I started from there procuring. Then soon, like we realized, no, we are not going good quality of the product from here, and the margin was also not that high. Then we started procuring from China, other countries. Thereafter, okay, as we get to know about a lot of things, a lot of stuff about startup world, e-commerce thing, then we started giving consulting to other firms. Okay, there are a lot of small firms, they wanted to be onboarded on Amazon or other online websites. So we started consulting them too. So this was like my before MBA journey.
Tell us about how big was the market that you were part of, and who were your competitor in that market?
Okay, so like the very first competitor, I don't know I need to say this or not. So both was there. So we were in 2015. He already have all those things he did, like Aman Gupta, he has all those marketing skills and everything. Like he completed his MBA from ISB and he was CA. So already he has all those skills. So just a random name, like he was also doing the same thing. We were also procuring all those items like Apple charger, mic, earphones from China. He was also procuring same thing from China, and he was rebranding all those products in India, and they were selling like that. So Like this was my competitor, and that I got to know about like after coming IIM. Before that, I was not aware of that.
So you just procured from China and directly selling through your stores and all.
Correct.
There was
Online
no
store.
branding as such.
So
There was no branding as
obviously, like I was just aware of I need to make profit on it.
Yeah.
I was not aware about okay, like this we have to brand our product. I was not aware of okay, this is the thing of investment is this is how people do the investment on brands. So like coming from a rural background and then do all those stuff and then started your company. So everybody gave you one suggestion. Okay, bro, you have to make profit.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
It is about like after 15, 16 people get to know more about okay. After introducing Shark Tank India, people get a lot familiar with the startup terms, investment, bootstrap, and all those things. Before that, I was in my family. I was the first person who started something like this. So they also told me like, okay, profit should be there.
You went, for profit and all, and the competitor, they went for establishing their business, establishing their brand, making sure that if a user is purchasing it, they have the belief that okay, it is from board, so it's gonna be a good quality and all those things. But yes, I mean in the starting period, if you focus too much on your profit, it's not good for the business. And tell us about your typical day during your startup journey. Actually, it's a 3 big years of your life that you have invested in that. So tell us about how a typical day of your life looks like in that.
Yeah, you cannot say a typical day because every day you are gonna face a new challenge. So like, I just want to tell one story. So we try to procure one, laser printer kind of thing, which you like whenever you go to mall or somewhere else, like they print the thing, thermal printer. I think you might be aware of that. So they print bill on that. So I just gave a thought like, okay, this is the product giving a good profit margin. So I did a lot of research in Indian market, what people are selling. So I bought the same brand from the China. So that parcel came, then I started selling. But the issue was like China was dumping all those things here in India. Then government started banning all those products. So like means if you crack the market and then you get to know okay, these things are gonna happen. So like every day is gonna new here. There is no typical day in startup.
Yeah, there is no typical day. Yes, I mean you did a huge amount. You invested your time to get to know about market. You knew that okay, this is the new product that I might have introduced. I mean there's a good market for that product, and then you find out that okay, government is now start banning those products, so it's definitely gonna hamper you. So that's interesting part actually. Yeah. You were the sole person in your entire business.
Initially, I was alone. I started alone, but soon as I was going through, like before coming to the MBA point, we were like 40 people in that business. 40 people, like in those 40, 3 or 4 were in the management thing, and then other were like manufacturing and all.
So on that part, you were manufacturing your own products as well.
So after 2 years spending, so in third year of my startup, I started manufacturing of kids bags as well. So kids market is more like okay, if that person or that kid wanted something, so parents have to buy those products only. Yeah. That's why again I did a lot of research in that particular market. Okay, what kids like, and a lot of products are there in that particular market in kids segment. All those are cartoons. And all those cartoon faces and all those things are already trademarked with the companies like what it is called.
ITC is there. Yeah, the big brand they already have.
Disney and all those things. So they do like they gave certification or they gave authority to produce all those things. But we were not that big, so we have to come with our own designs, and those were not very famous. So we have to like advertise and all those things. We have to market like in the way we have to promote on Amazon, Flipkart, so that at least people get to know about our designs. So that market was
Yes.
also very competitive. Now First Cry is selling all those stuff with all those new designs.
Yes.
So
Yes.
again, these were our competitors at that point. They started in the same year.
Yeah.
They're not that old.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I mean, if you see First Cry, the name itself is like, whenever somebody is thinking about something related to baby, and you are going for searching for the what is gonna be the first thing that I should buy for the baby. The first thing and baby is there in your tagline. You are definitely gonna see the First Cry on the top actually. That's their
Yeah.
optimization actually.
So like
And
when I do research about the First Cry, so they were not that big in 2019-20. They get more investment like last 2 years. Before that, they were like not a big brand. They were just selling their some stuff. They have like
yeah,
20, 50 SKUs, not more than that in 2019. So that Tata invested in that company. I think Tata just acquired that, and then they become like they got more and more investment, and then they become like now the big empire there.
yeah. Now, I mean, in every big city they have one store actually.
Correct.
I don't get the importance of having a store over there, but they want us to have their presence over there. I mean, most of their business is like online model. I myself have ordered many things from actually First Cry, and everything that I've ordered, everything was from online storage.
So
It's very
like
hard.
one thing I just wanted to add here. So whenever now I visited the First Cry store, so I saw those works and I just randomly guessed the price. Okay, this is gonna be that price, and I definitely I knew they are gonna earn like 30-40% margin at that point of time. Still, so obviously this is a business growth.
Yeah, actually, and tell us about your business was going good. You said that you were making profit. You're focused on your making a profit. So why did you choose to do MBA actually?
Okay, so like in 2022 I joined IIMB. So before a year, it was more like my growth was stagnated. Like I was doing each and everything. I was manufacturing, I was doing consulting, I was selling on e-commerce. Almost I was doing everything. Now there was I reached at that point. Okay, now I am not growing. So for that, either I have to hire something or someone. But instead of doing that, I just wanted to learn more about how this bigger brand became so big. So that
Yeah.
curiosity comes out of me like, okay, I need to know more. Then one of my friend named Avinash Visesh. So he completed his MBA from IIMA a year before, like in 2020. Yeah. So I was very impressed. Like he joined a company, Lenovo. Then he was doing well. So I just wanted to learn, okay, how these things gonna happen, like how these things came in the mind, how people thinking in that way. So many times what happened. So when I and Avinash talk about like some kind of ideas, so he was like, no, bro, this is not gonna like in that way. So he has some kind of different perspective. So I wanted to know more out. I wanted to actually know how these things came in the mind. Like, means my thing was like I know the profitability. I wanted to like I sell any stuff. I want profit in that.
Yeah.
But his point of thought was very different. So these things comes under me like, okay, I need to explore more.
Yes, actually, I mean the B school always gives you that perspective. Actually, you're gonna learn a lot about all those things. I mean, if you see your previous model of working, your competitor were like you have already mentioned two big competitors, and they both were in like different direction. One is like both on the far end of technology variables and all, and there is First Cry. I should say like there's not much of a technological driven product of First Cry. So
Correct.
you were in the both two extreme businesses over there, and you are also doing business.
Yeah, same thing. I tried each and everything, but I was not aware about like this business should be go on and on. I was like, okay, making profit is everything. It's not everything, no. Brand is something that give you a like a long time money or a long time loyalty and so many more things.
Yeah.
But we were not focusing about on the brand. Like I just give a random name Sharma. But what it is, how long it wanna be like last in someone's mind.
Yeah.
First cry boat. These are the names.
Yeah.
Take any name. Walmart, Amazon, Flipkart, any brand. They have some kind of brand name. And I choose my Sharma, yes. So obviously there is a lot of difference.
Yeah. I mean, Srmaji Store, the name is good actually, but the thing related here is that the startup was not well focused on a single part. You see, there is a board, there is your competitor is first guy, and then you were also there in consulting part. So you were juggling, too much of over there. Like your hands were full over there, and
Correct.
obviously, to be a market leader, you got to choose your market first. That okay, there I should go. And tell us about what were the key lessons that you learned with your startup?
Okay. So obviously I got to learn all new terms in my MBA only. Before that, I know even after completing my MBA journey, I know I can start any day, any company. But that jigra, that is something which that startup gave me. So that is more like, okay, if I want to start a company today, I can do that. That 3 year confidence I gained there. That nobody MBA is not gonna give that confidence. MBA is more like, okay, now you have a lot of burden on yourself, a bigger loan, and then you have to you have to repay that short period of something like that. So that jigra is from that 2 years journey.
Actually, I mean, that 3 years of journey doing everything related to business, that jigra that you rightly talked about, that's good actually. That thing you are not gonna get from any B schools or whatsoever until and unless you start your own venture. You get through that, you make those mistakes, and you're gonna learn from those mistakes. Actually, that's I think the lessons. I think that's your own lesson. That even you are gonna share all those faults, all those mistakes that you made so far. A person might not know it very well, might not take it very well until and unless he does the same mistake with himself and get to learn a lot of things from there actually. And the next question is going to be what are the things that you are going to do different in your next startup?
Okay, so right now again, after MBA you have to pay a bigger amount as a part of loan. So obviously right now I'm not thinking of starting any kind of startup, but still I am part of one of the startup right now. I am working under a startup company itself, and I am also exploring other startup as well in the market. I also kind of invest in some startup already. So the first thing what I'm thinking, I will focus more on brand. That is anyway whether it is gonna be a success or not, but if you build a brand, Zomato, Blinkit, they focused on building a brand. And that is something okay, even if you're burning something initially, but you should focus, okay, in future your balance sheet is not gonna be negative. That vision I should have before starting any kind of startup. So I want to change that thing, not to just focus on the profit. Okay, profit is the thing. Definitely profit should be there. Without profit, no company will survive. But till what time you can go in a negative balance sheet? That you should draw a line. Okay, after 2 years, after 1 year, I will start earning. I will be positive. So that is what I am thinking. If I start, I will do this very first. And idea, I don't know, every idea is feasible. Every idea is feasible, I know. But the thing is, it's all about your execution thing. If you're not doing very well executed all those ideas you're working on, you're working very well on those ideas, obviously it is gonna be crazy thing.
Yes, actually, I mean, idea itself is, it holds a little bit of a value, but until and unless you prove something out of it, it's of no use. If I give you one of my example of idea, there was one Tata Imagination Challenge. You might have heard of it. You know,
Correct. I was part of
I
that.
had this idea of, I talked with one of my friends that to make something an AI driven or something like that, an app, so that if a person, dumb and deaf person, is making some sign language, you can easily uh, from the live chat, you can easily get this text input from the videos to text input, something like that. And he told me that okay, it's good initiative, but this and that. And I did not write that idea specifically in the Tata imagination. I wrote something else. I wrote about finding a street vendor and something related to that. And then I saw that this same idea was pitched by some other girl and got selected actually. I mean, this idea in itself, you cannot, get to know that okay, this is good or this is bad idea until and unless
Correct.
you saw something out of it. That's another.
Very true. Very true. And one more thing I just wanted to add here. Okay. So Tata imagination is more like, okay, giving those ideas which are gonna be the future.
Yeah.
Correct. And now I am talking out right now. Okay, every idea should, if you can convert it into the business. Tata is more like doing philanthropy thing.
Yeah.
They want those kind of stuff. Okay, converting sign language into the text. Initially, you
Yeah.
cannot earn a lot from that now. Tata is different thing. They want those kind of ideas. But
Yeah.
for earning, for making profit, it is a different thing.
It's very hard to make profit out of it actually. I mean,
Correct.
that thing you have to actually have a lot of capital to burn actually. You have to,
Correct.
to start an app per se, you have to register some place and take your storage and program it. And there is n number of things that you have to deal with. So I mean, it's Tata, so they can think of it.
Yeah, you can make money out of it. But how much?
Yeah.
How long? Anybody wanna acquire you, then only you can make a lot of money. Correct.
Yeah.
At the end, you want something like profit should be there. Even you are doing philanthropy thing.
Yeah.
Like even Tata or any brand, if they are doing philanthropy, they have the money to do that. If you don't have money, then how you gonna do that? Correct?
Yeah, actually,
Zerodha is running Zerodha Varsity. Now they are running, no? When they started,
Yeah.
where was that?
Yeah, I mean, there is a saying, like "Bhukhe bhajan na hoye Gopala." So
Correct.
you got to
Correct.
have something.
You have to make food for yourself first.
Yeah, then you can do all those philanthropy work that you want. Yeah, that's it. And tell us about what was the prerequisite that one should have before starting any stuff.
Yeah. Like you can start your business today itself. Nothing you need to be like nothing. I started my company with zero capital.
Okay.
Like that Amazon when came to the India, so it is nowhere like inventory kind of thing. You need not to store any kind of inventory with you. You just go to the market, take the pictures, find the pictures on the Google or somewhere else, list on the Amazon, and when you got the order, just go and buy. This was the thing. Now it is more like when you want to make bigger amount and all those things, then you have to have some kind of inventory. So you can start with ₹0 app. I don't think people need money, but yeah, obviously becoming bigger one, then you need money obviously. So you just can start a thing, but making it bigger, touching that height, you need to have those kind of backup support. So like now I have all those my friends with me. Now even as I start today, so I know there are a lot of people behind me. They can back me anytime. I just need to make a call. Okay, bro, I need this thing. So they are gonna be there anytime. So these kind of backup you should have. Anyone can start any startup any day. But the thing is, you need to have some kind of backup. You saw that Flot. I just don't remember the brand name. The shoe came on the Shark Tank India. Shoe brand. Just give me a sec. Just give me a sec. Yeah. Flatheads.
Okay.
So the founder was just Ganesh Balakrishnan. So so one company named Flatheads came to the Shark Tank India. The founder's name is Ganesh Balachandran. If I'm not, yeah, Ganesh Balachandran. He was alum of IIMB. Okay. So then he was also, before starting his venture, he was, I think, CMO or something like that, C-level position in Snapdeal or some company. I'm just not remembering exactly, but yeah. So that company is about, they have like 1 month fund only. Okay. Then some of the sharks offer some kind of money, but he was like, no, I will start again. He closed that company for like 2 or 3 months, and then he started. He came back with a power. So all these kind of things like give you motivation. Okay, you have to learn something first.
Yeah.
Like he was CXO, he's some kind of C-level position. So already he has a lot of knowledge, but still he was not able to do those kind of things. But yeah, after coming back, he's crazy now. Started I think 1 more company with that, and he is doing very well now.
I mean, it's like once you have the taste of it, you just like, you will go for it. You will make a company, you sell it. You make it, you sell it.
Correct. If you have the taste of it, like, you will learn first. Always, like, learning should not be stopped. Even if you are at C level, you need to know, okay, if you are in the marketing thing or if you are in production thing, even you are at a C level, but you need to know each and every aspect of the company. How the manufacturing done, how the marketing done, how sales done, how production done. Each and everything you should at least aware of. Because when you start a company, you are going to do each and everything initially with yourself. Okay, I have to do this as well, I have to do that. You cannot compromise, okay, I just know this, and okay, I will left it on someone else. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
So every time you, like, I told you, if you want to start something, first grow that skill.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who know how to do business. Ratan Tata. So he learned all those things first going to their Tata Steel factory. He started from that position. One day, like overnight, he didn't become the CMO or director of that company. So you should learn all those things first.
Yes. I mean,
that's my experience.
Yeah, actually, you have to, once you're gonna start any startup, you are going to talk with the smallest, smallest issues that is there. You have to solve it. I mean, I remember, one of our alum, he was working in Udan Pharmacy Division, and he was VP over there. Once the Udan closed that entire pharmacy division, he was out in the market, and then he started his own venture, and something related to like superfood and all.
Okay.
And he talked with one of my senior actually, and the senior talked with us that this is the place, this is the product that he's trying to introduce in the market, and for that product there was huge amount of investment involved. He had that the runway, the capital runway for him to build that brand and all, but there was a number of competitors. So what was the the secondary research kind of things that needed to be done, he delegated those work to us. We saw that, okay, what kind of superfood is there, and how to introduce that into your daily food and all. And for that he had to talk with Purple. There is a Purple company named Purple. So initially the deal was good with Purple, that Purple will manufacture his product, but then again at the last point of time there was some issue with amortization of capital expense actually. So at the last time Purple backed off that, okay, now you cannot do the amortization. Because of that, his entire deal with Purple went to the drain, and then he had to search for another vendor actually. So he was 24/7, I should say. Every single time, whenever you're gonna call him, he's available. Whether it's 3 in the morning, 3 in the night, whenever you're calling him, he's available. If you need to talk with him, go to the Chayos or the Starbucks. He's always there working and talking or taking meeting with a lot of guys. So that much of a detail, that much of a small issues you need to deal and handle over there. And yes,
Look how the life is. You asked me the same question. So you have to deal with everything. So there is nothing like similar in each and every day. You're gonna face different kind of shit different days.
yes. And with all your work ex of working in a startup, starting your in startup, now working in a startup, doing your MBA, with all that, any advice for anyone who is trying to do the startup, so what are the things that he should never do in a startup? These are the things like red flag, do not do these things in your startup, something like that.
Okay. So like if anyone want to build a startup, first find right partner. Don't find anyone. Like don't start business with anyone. And it should not be like complimentary as well. Just that person should understand you. You know what? Like when you start something on, so you are giving your all time to that particular child.
Yeah.
Just take it as a child. So when you try to like as a parent, you want to take care of that particular child. So the understanding gonna be there in all those founders or any number of founders. So that understanding is must. Don't start with anyone. Second thing, if that person is not gonna tell you the truth, if you are like something, you are doing something and that is not in the good thing for the company, so that person is not good for you, obviously. Don't go with anything. There should be build something which are gonna be your hero thing, hero product. So obviously, if a child is there, that person or that child has something which is better than anything else, or he has that competitive thing. No, like one person can run very fast, one person can walk very fast. So this is more like a unique selling feature. So you should build and work on that. It's not like okay, overall growth. Overall growth gonna be there, but you should also focus on those particular skills. So these things I'm gonna recommend. And then other than that, learn whatever you want to learn. Just learn. Don't stop your learning anywhere. You can do everything, but learning should not be like you should learn each and every day. It's not like you have to turn every stone. Read about those people who already turn all those stones for you. The stories are there though. You just need to go and check how they did. What you should avoid now. Because whatever they did, it went wrong. In the same way, why you do again the same thing? Because if that already happened as a negative thing for that person, so there is a chance for you as well. At least 60% that is gonna be negative for you. Not 100%, but 60% gonna be.
Actually,
So try to avoid, no. Learn more about people already gone through that particular path. Learn from them, talk to them. Learn all those words which are gonna be used in that marketing thing. So all these things you should do. Be aware about your product, your market. Be aware how those people are gonna work, how people are working already in the market, and learn from them. Don't start randomly.
yes. And with that, I would like to thank you, Prince, for joining us. And if you guys have any more questions related to startup, or you want to learn more about Srmaji Store, feel free to visit, Prince LinkedIn profile. There you can find out, everything related to that, and also the website as well. And if you guys have any more questions, feel free to drop those questions in the comment. And like this video and share with all your friends, and subscribe to GIBS. See you guys in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind.
Bye bye. And thank you, Anand, for calling me.